Hello, welcome to our first show. Right on. Right now, we're going to take a station identification and we're going to keep moving. So we hope you like 50 Up from the Ashes.
Here at David at LifeCoach.com, we pride ourselves on creating a 360-degree coaching program that covers motivation, discipline, and support through custom tools to help you improve your quality of life. The key to having success with your goals is to understand that life is a journey with many lessons to learn. We strive to help you become the person that understands themselves and to make the adjustments for a fulfilling lifestyle.
Thank you. And once again, I'm back. Hi, I'm David. And this is our first live show, which is probably actually a misnomer. We've been doing other live shows, just nobody's been on. This is the first time. We're launching a show that will play every Wednesday at hopefully 6 o'clock. So it'll either start at 6 o'clock or 6:05, 6:10, somewhere around there, to give people time to join us, sign in, join us, and amongst things, listen to what we have to say. All right, we're extremely happy, even though I may not sound like it, but we're extremely happy because we're going to put everything into a certified format so that we can have maximum impact with our listeners. You may hear an AC rolling in the background, but we're not going to worry about it. Just know I'm sitting in AC and I'm in one of the hot parts of this good old USA, southern USA. So it's really hot. I think it's 91 degrees right now. Chance of thunderstorms in another hour or so. So whatever, man. Whatever. All right, we're going to put our disclaimers together right now for you. And we say, okay, I tell things from a male perspective. So if that's not you, okay, fine. And I have no issues or isms. So we just say all pronouns. If you consider yourself a pronoun or one of the pronouns, however you like to call it, we have no issues with you. We just input your pronouns or pronoun into the story and keep stepping. Okay, so please forgive me and please allow me to talk so that I can move forward and impart some of my information, and you can impart some information to me. So once again, thank you and welcome to the show. This is show number 9, but it's the first show with a live situation. We've had other live shows, but we've never, like I said, we've never had it in this particular format where we're going to do it once a week. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, once again, this is David, and we're going to start. Today, we're going to talk about consistency and discipline. This is a hard topic for a lot of individuals. I was just talking to some people earlier about it on a Zoom call, and it's very trying for some people. Consistency produces success. Discipline produces success. And yet it all depends on how you go about doing these two situations. Consistency can make or break businesses and it can make or break you. Discipline can also do that. The difference is with consistency, it's the scenario would probably go like this. You go to a restaurant and they serve a mean steak, a steak that you really like. Say you go there on Monday and then you come back on Friday, it has the same taste on Friday. So that's what keeps you coming back for more. On the flip side, the discipline of it, of you going there, and then the discipline of the chefs and the prep and whoever else is helping with the steak, even the person that supplies the meat or the people that supplies the meat, it's the consistency of it. Can you get it within 97 to 98% of what you did the previous days? And this is a very big topic right now in business as we move through these COVID-19 Delta variant and the move times. We have to be consistent in all that we do. So that means we got to be consistent in washing our hands. We have to be consistent in trying to keep 6 feet away from others. We have to be consistent in wearing a mask. We have to be consistent in keeping ourselves very antimicrobial as much as we can. Do I like it? I have no comment. I just know that that's the way it is. And as you all know out here, what country you live in, depending on what's going on in your country. And I have some listeners from one of the countries from India that are being hit hard. So we want to, bless them that they can make it through. And in the USA, I have listeners. We want to bless them. And we have Spain, also listeners, and Iceland. We want to bless all those countries that they can make it through safely. For one, I believe in the greater good of humanity, and I believe in that there is a solution out here for these particular situations that we all are going to get through it. Doesn't matter about politics, doesn't matter about faith. It just matters that you're moving forward and your faith will be there. And that's why I say that. Consistency and discipline represent the ultimate in trying to reach your goals. Because you can try and you can attempt to do it. We're going to stop here for 1 second here. Just hold on.
Here at David at LifeCoach.com, we pride ourselves on creating a 360-degree coaching program that covers motivation, discipline, and support through custom tools to help you improve your quality of life. The key to having success with your goals is to understand that life is a journey with many lessons to learn. We strive to help you become the person that understands themselves and to make the adjustments for a fulfilling lifestyle.
All right, I'm back. We're sorry about that. We had a special call that came in from one of my clients. So please forgive me and let's move on to the next situation. I'd rather be honest with you and be truthful with you and be upfront with you so that we can move forward together. One of the things about the consistency and discipline to get back on track is that you have to stay a certain way and you got to stay in that creative mind in order to do it. So if it takes meditation, prayer, combination of those things, if it takes people to tell you or have alarms and different things to move you forward, then you got to use all the stuff that's positive and that's conducive to you. One of the one of the problems we have is that we have so many things tugging at us when we start to move forward that we have to get rid of that we didn't realize that we had before. And these are enablers and stressors. And the enablers, they are things that either you create in your mind or that are there in your living space. So you have to find a way to get rid of that or move past that. The stressors are situations that happen. Maybe it's your cost of living, maybe it's a bill, maybe it's something or someone that is just not conducive for you at this point in time. So you don't have to get rid of it. You just got to find a way to work through it, around it, up above it or below it. So you got to figure out what it is that you need to do. So you need to have a strategy. That's why this podcast is called Success Through Strategy. And this show is called Success Through Strategy because this is the only way we know how to be. One of the situations with consistency is that every day that you wake up, you have to do a process that works for you. And when it comes to discipline, when you wake up, you have to be disciplined enough to do it. Different people have different methods. I would tell the method that I use, but I'll tell you what works. Before you go to bed, you say what you want to do the next day. And you keep that vision of what you want to do in your mind as you sleep. You can use your faith or whatever it is you need to do. So when you get up in the morning, positive thoughts about what you need to do or what you would like to do or what you're going to do. That last tense is what it is. And that's how you got to think. So now you can go in and accomplish those missions that you set out for yourself that day. And that's what makes consistency and discipline such a mountain of a task to do. When you're doing it, you may not realize after a few days or a few weeks or a few months that this is your new paradigm in your life. And once you reach this paradigm, it takes you to a new level because now you have the discipline and you got the consistency and you can now move forward tremendously because every day you're working on it. You're giving it time, whether it be hours, minutes, days, whatever is the case, you're giving it time. So as you keep going through it and you keep doing it, you keep reaching new heights. It's just like when I broadcast, okay, or a podcast. I know what shows I want to do because I have a list of shows that are written down. I just have to be in my higher brain functions, on my creative mind, so that I can do the shows, the titles of the shows, and follow along consistently and with discipline to get those shows out into the atmosphere. So I do read a lot of self-help. Um, I do a lot of self-introspection, and I try to concentrate on myself at least a couple of hours a day. So, and it's no try to that. I let me rephrase that. I do what I need to do on a daily basis so that I can bring forth the knowledge and the goodwill and the positive vibes for this particular podcast. Success through strategy represents to me, it represents moving forward in a gracious manner that's conducive. And that's why it's success through strategy. So I believe that the best way to be is to be consistent with discipline and then understanding myself. And then that equals my actions. So actionable consequences, actionable actions produce actionable consequences. So maybe consequences isn't the right word, but we're going to take it today and we're going to use it as a positive word, as a positive saying. So actionable consequences produce, okay? So actionable actions produce actionable consequences. Actionable actions produce actionable consequences. So let's take some scenarios here so we can paint the picture for you. Those of you that already know, you know. Those of you that don't, we're going to paint a picture. And those of you that do know, we're going to paint this picture because this may be you. We don't know. We don't know, and we're not making judgments or we're not, we're just saying, okay, this is what I'm doing to get myself together. These are situations where we're going to show things together, actionable actions. We're going to show it to make actionable consequences. All right. Let's take, for instance, you got a belly. Okay. So you got a belly. It hangs over, or you're starting to get a belly. Okay. So you recognize it. Okay. So you go through your list of plausibles of how to get rid of the belly. So you can do exercises. You can do swimming. You can lift weights. You can ride, bikes. You can, you can do yoga. You can do MMA. You can walk. You can run. I mean, you can do measurable distances like 10,000 steps a day or every other day. You can run a couple of miles every day, stretch. You can do, it's a myriad of things you can do. You got to find out is what works for you. So what works for me is I do these sit-ups called WABAs. Okay. And these WABAs, they get me going. They work all three muscle groups in the stomach. So that takes the pressure off of my back, takes the pressure off of my neck, takes the pressure off of my shoulders as opposed to doing crunches. So I do WABAs. So and then I stand and I walk, you know. So that's one of the things. You can ride a stationary bike, but you got to put the seat real far down so that your hips can sit inside, your back can sit inside your hips rather. Your hips can sit inside your legs so that you can now work that area, even down to your prostate. So it just depends on what works for you. You can swim, which will work every muscle in your body. You can power lift, which will work every muscle in your body. I mean, you can do a combination of those things in one workout, which I've done and I've been doing. I mean, it just depends on where your mentality and your mental state. So my thing is to work it in the mind first and then start working on the physical. So my mind and my physical go together. And this is very important because this gives you an alignment. So, and there's more to it than that, but that's the basics. So I wanted to give out the basics today. So if you train your mind and then you bring in your consistency and discipline and you have a picture in your mind of what you want your stomach to look like, what you want your body to look like, moreover, now you can start working and start being the better person that you need to be. One of the situations that makes for this a good thing is now you can start losing weight. You don't have to look in the mirror. You just look. You just know after a few days or a few weeks or whatever, a few months, you have a different pan size, and that's how you work with it. But you keep the thought in your mind of what you would look like with a 6-pack or a 12-pack. So that's how you get through that. Okay, that's one side on the health side. All right, let's get on the business side. Okay, you have redundancy in your business, built into your business, because as you were starting, it was only you. So now you got to let go. So you got to outsource, which is a hard thing to do. We'll have another Q&A for that. So one of the things you can do is figure out what your redundancies are versus what your costs versus what you need to operate your business which is your actual budget. So you got to do those things. So you got to identify your redundancies, okay, versus your costs, okay, and what you need to actually run your business. Since technology is moving so fast, sometimes you can alleviate some of your issues through technology. It just depends on what you're looking for. So they can say you trim the fat, so to speak. That's the cliche. But we just saying, you know what, we want to operate more efficiently. So we want to reduce costs and mitigate risk. And that's the whole name of the game. So when you do consistency and discipline, you do that naturally because you're moving in an efficient manner and you're doing your day-to-day operations accordingly. The number one thing about being efficient is to do it consistently. And that's where the discipline and efficiency comes in. So we love that goes hand in hand together because it gives you a benchmark of what you need to follow and what you should be doing. So one of the situations I created a couple of different situations online so that to help you. So if you need to get coached for your dating, you're not having a great dating, we have dateapp.com. letter D, the number 8, letter T, app.com. So go there, you can sign up, and we can help you with your dating. I'm like Tom was on MySpace. In there, you'll see me, and you'll see me as big. So that's me in there. So what if you need help, you just send me a message and I'll help you. And we have a lot of things inside of Data App that can help you. The next thing is if you're looking to invest, you can go to the letter N as in Nancy, the letter D as in David, the letter H as in Harm, the letter G as in good, .world, WORLD. So W for win, O for Oscar, R for run, L for love, D for David. So NDHG.world. You can go there, you can join our investment clubs. If you would like to make more investments in the properties, there's bigger amounts that you can pay. And also, if you want us to dispatch your trucks, we can do that. So, and I'm sure you've heard the commercials on here, and they'll play throughout this scenario that we're doing today. Right now, we're going to take a small commercial break so we can pay some of our bills. So, here we go.
Here at ndhglobal.com we strive to build networks, net worth and net gains with our investing partners. When potential income-producing deals arrive, we align our strengths to provide relevant solutions to our club members. We offer a broad range of services for business owners, executives and independent professionals within our investment club. These disciplines are pursued: real estate, transportation assets, and business development, all wrapped into nationwide opportunities. We are knowledgeable, experienced, and successful. Here at David at LifeCoach.com we pride ourselves on creating a 360-degree coaching program that covers motivation, discipline, and support through custom tools to help you improve your quality of life. The key to having success with your goals is to understand that life is a journey with many lessons to learn. We strive to help you become the person that understands themselves and to make the adjustments for a fulfilling lifestyle.
Weight loss is an important part of your fitness regimen. Here at Wince we pride ourselves on helping our clients attain their body-positive goals. A big part of being your best self is having support that motivates, captivates, and pushes your weight loss journey into reality.
We'd like to thank you for holding on as we move forward. This is David once again. Success through strategy with consistency and discipline, our topic today. One of the biggest, and I mean biggest, things when you podcast is that people listen and you want people to effectively chat with you. So you can, if you sign in and then you can go to chat, you can chat with us and it's no problem, no issue. So I run the whole program by myself. So just bear with me. So as we go through, I'll pick up an intern. And if you know anybody out there that would like to be an intern, please have them contact me on one of our websites, ndhg.world or David lifecoachhub.com. They can contact me there. So we're always looking for people to help and groom and do these types of things. So I had a good day today. I mean, I was able to cover a lot of things. I was able to cover about the launch tonight. Also, I was able to have a great day. And the reason why I said I had a great day today, because I woke up after the holiday that we had here in the States. And just about moving forward. I woke up with positive vibes like I do. And then I just started moving forward accordingly. I had a smoothie first, and the smoothie had a little ginger in it, and made it here at home. And it was very tasty. It had what the smoothie I had today was that it had mango chunks, pineapple juice, about a teaspoon of lime juice, and ginger and water. And it was put in our blender, and then I drank it. It's really good, and really blended with my body. So I was really happy about that. The next thing I would like to talk to you about on consistency and discipline is that consistency and discipline has to run concurrent, because in order for the motivation for the consistency, the discipline has to be there to be able to get up and do it. This is the hard part, and this is what we were talking about earlier. The discipline creates a habit which can form immediately. The consistency maintains the habit. So let me go through that one more time. The discipline creates the habit, and the consistency maintains the habit. So the thoughts that you must have to be positive about what you're doing. And hopefully, it's something that you're doing that you would love to do. So here, I just did what I was supposed to do. Let's start the show at 6. Let's do these things. Let's get it going. Okay. So right now we're picking up listeners and for the podcast. So the discipline is here, and the consistency adds to the motivation, and it also helps you as the listener because we're imparting information that you may already know of. You may have heard 1,000 times. You just haven't heard it in this particular way. So it makes the information new. And with the newness comes the attempt to try to live up to the billing of what the information is telling you. So that means that if you get up every day, you got a gut, you get up every day and you look at your gut, you take a shower, you get ready to go to work or whatever you got to do that day. And you make sure that you keep your mentality as such that I'm going to lose this gut, or I'm losing this gut. I'm doing those things necessary that are conducive for my body to move forward with this situation. And this is not said from a point of negativity or talking about anyone. This is just said as an actionable consequence to get this thing going and get it off. So one of the other situations we have is we're going to finish with the business. And in the business, you have to do so much to keep that business rolling, like making payroll, making sure if you have vendors that they're taken care of, and generally speaking, put it on fires every day. So it's important that when you have a fire that you reassess your situation. You don't overanalyze the situation. You just reassess and see if there's redundancy. Sometimes redundancy creates problems. Sometimes redundancy eliminates problems, especially if you take over another business. But we're saying from experience, if you can chop down that redundancy in your particular situation, then you can be the best you can be, because now you know that you do these things once or twice and they're done and they won't come back. There shouldn't be any issues because of your protocol. And your protocol has to go along with your go along with your consistency and discipline. And a protocol is just how you do things. And that's it. And in business, that's what it is. How do you do things? Like when we do business, we do due diligence. Okay. We do due diligence, then we make a thing at the bank. We make, whatever we need to do based on these facts. And we talk to the people and see if they're a corporate fit with us. And then we go ahead and do business with them. Sometimes we take chances. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just go straight by the information. But it all depends on what the needs are that day. And that's understood throughout the company. And this is a very big part of contention, because if you're the owner of a company or the CEO, whatever, managing partner, then you have people that may work for the company that think they know better, but they're not proven yet. So sometimes you have to give them a chance to prove themselves, and it may work for you, it may not. But the thing is that you gave them a chance, and you gave yourself a chance to help alleviate some of your stressors. Because believe it or not, we create our own stressors, and that's a big, big topic, and we'll be doing something on that soon, another podcast. But right now, we're just going to touch the surface with it. So when you throw a rock across the water, it skims across the water and then it sinks. And that's the same thing when you take a chance. How far can you go taking chances, and how far can you go with what you already have? These are big, big questions. Okay, and if you're a part of a team, okay, how far can you go with the due diligence that you've required for what you need to accomplish? And then who's going to be the one to present it to the big person in the company so that you can get it pushed through? So that's very important to know, and to know who you're presenting to. That's another big area of due diligence. Why am I going to talk to somebody and it's on deaf ears? Sometimes you have to do it. So you got to keep yourself above. Like we said in the state of ugly, you got to stay in your creative mode. So that way you can do it without any trepidation, any fears, any issues accordingly. When you can do that, you can walk in that other room and present to that other person, knowing that you're going to present and put your best foot forward, and they're going to know it. So that gives you a little bit better chance of getting it together and getting it pushed through. Consistency and discipline provides a roadmap to success. And that roadmap is littered with a lot of failures, or what we like to say, delayed success, because you had to learn. So as you learn, you move forward and you don't make the same mistakes. And as you make different mistakes, you gather the knowledge from all sides to make a better deal for yourself and for your clients, and a better talking point if you have to do a presentation. So that's how you have to look at it, and that's how you stay in your creative mind. One of the big contentious aspects of consistency and discipline is that when you're moving forward, there's other voices that come through to tell you not to do it. So you got to decide what it is you're going to listen to and what it is you're going to do. Those may be 2 or 3 different scenarios, depending on who you are as a person. We like over here, Success Through Strategy, what we like is that we've been through these situations, and each time we go through them, we learn something new. And so we're able to impart that to you. So we'll revisit a lot of these situations and scenarios later. But for right now, this is all we have for today. This is the Success Through Strategy podcast show. I want to say hello, and I want to say thankful for all that are listening. Thank you for those that are donating. I also want to thank you for being special in moving forward in your life. So we're going to give everybody a prepaid thank you, because I know that's what everybody's going to do. So we'll assume there, an assumption is that everybody will move forward, not because of my podcast, but because of them and what they've learned tonight, or if they had to relearn or rehash something. So we're happy for you, as you are happy for us.
Weight loss is an important part of your fitness regimen. Here at Wince, we pride ourselves on helping our clients attain their body positive goals. A big part of being your best self is having support that motivates, captivates, and pushes your weight loss journey into reality.
Here at David@LifeCoachHub.com, we pride ourselves on creating a 360-degree coaching program that covers motivation, discipline, and support through custom tools to help you improve your quality of life. The key to having success with your goals is to understand that life is a journey with many lessons to learn. We strive to help you become the person that understands themselves and to make the adjustments for a fulfilling lifestyle. Here at David@LifeCoachHub.com, we pride ourselves on creating a 360-degree coaching program that covers motivation, discipline, and support through custom tools to help you improve your quality of life. The key to having success with your goals is to understand that life is a journey with many lessons to learn. We strive to help you become the person that understands themselves and to make the adjustments for a fulfilling lifestyle.
Okay, this is David, and we'll be signing off here soon. We're going to play our favorite tune, Up From the Ashes. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers to you. You're having a great day and be blessed. And this is David from the Success Through Strategy Podcast, show number 1. We had consistency and discipline discussed today. And we would like to thank you for listening and thank you for our listeners and viewers in some areas. And have a great night and do the things necessary to move yourself forward once again. This is David once again, Success Through Strategy Podcast show, signing